Okay, it is Tuesday, May 6th, and this article actually popped up on my X, so I figured I had to start a short. Yesterday, the U.S. Treasury decided to tell everybody, which this is really no surprise to any of us, that come 2035, the Social Security tax benefits are going to be cut by 21%. So essentially, guys, Social Security is running out of money. Now, I ask you guys this question, does it surprise any of you at all? Because it does not surprise me. Now, here's the good news, guys, because of course, when it comes from something like the government, of course, they're going to give us good news on how they're going to fix this plan. Well, funny enough, what are the fixes that come with this plan? One, raise the taxes that support Social Security, so they're going to tax us more. Or two, they're going to reduce your retirement benefits, even though if they don't come up with a plan by 2035, they're going to reduce our benefits anyways, guys. You know, I talk to my brother about this all the time. We get to the age when we're ready to retire. Does any single one of you, and when I say any single one of you, I'm talking to a lot of the people that are my age that are kind of getting in, let's say, into the prime building blocks of starting their career. Does a single one of you believe that in 2055, 2060, 2065, whenever we get to the age of retirement, does any of you believe at all that Social Security will be available to us? I honestly, for one, don't, guys. Now, of course, like they said, 2035, if we come to a solution from Congress, the other question I'm going to ask you guys is, do you have any faith in both sides of Congress, Republican, Democrat, to actually work together within the next 11 years to come out with some bill, some law, something that's going to fix this problem that'll actually benefit all of us? Here's the thing. I've talked about this before. I try not to make this political. I really try not to make this political. But the problem is, guys, and anybody can see this that actually sees through what the media tells you and what people want you to hear, they haven't accomplished anything in the last 20 years. So I don't know, guys. Just quick rant. With these shorts, I do an unfiltered, unedited version of what my initial thoughts are when I see these kind of things. Social Security, guys, in my opinion, is not going to be something that's going to be available to us by the time we retire. 2035, do you really have faith in them actually coming up with a plan to fix it so people can get their full benefits? I really don't. Now, I will say this. I have no problem paying taxes towards Social Security. I actually think it's a great thing. I'm happy to use my tax dollars to help support the retirement of other Americans that have worked really hard for a lot of years. Now, here's what's funny, guys. I talked about the two solutions they came up with. Well, one of those solutions is increasing the tax rate. As I was digging into some of these details and trying to understand a little bit more of the background of the story when it came up on my Twitter feed, here's the thing that kind of stood out to me too. When Social Security came into law in 1950, your tax rate was 1.5%. As of today, guys, which has been in effect since 1990, that rate is 6.2%. So essentially the tax rate has 4x'd. You know, come 2035, the fix is going to be to tax us a lot more. Quick rant for the day. That's just kind of my opinions on it. Please let me know what comments you have. As always, guys, appreciate you listening to the podcast. We'll talk to you in episode 4.
Hey guys, if you're still listening up to this point, you guessed it. That's the end of the episode. If you have any questions, comments, future podcast recommendations, or even just want to leave a message, please check us out on Instagram at the Perkins Group LLC or on our website, www.perkinsgroup.llc. As always, we appreciate your support and please subscribe to the show on whichever platform you get your podcast from.